This is Tromsø, a town in the northern part of Norway, 350 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. Here we meet Hilde Halland and Sigriður Dalmannsdóttir from the Norwegian Institute of Bioeconomics. For these last 3 years, they have gathered information about the cultivation and use of barley in northern Norway in connection with a project called Northern Cereals, New Market for a Changing Environment. The project receives funding from the NPA and is an ongoing collaboration between partners from Iceland, Norway, the Faroe Islands, Scotland and Canada.
And it's been a very positive project. The cooperation has been very good between the countries, both between the research institutes, and it's a region that has a lot in common, both historically and culturally, and for us that is working with the agriculture, also with the climatic similarities.
We are looking at the possibilities to grow barley and produce food and drink products from the barley here in the north, in the Arctic areas. We see that we have new possibilities now when the climate is changing. It is getting warmer now here in the summer because our challenge is that we have a very short growing season. So now we have more possibilities to grow barley for full maturity, or at least physical maturity.
Barley is a very interesting species for us because it's the cereal with the shortest growing period. And it has been growing here in northern Norway for about 3,000 years. So it's has a very long history. So we know that it's possible to produce barley, and know that it's possible to produce a lot of traditional both food and drink products from barley. So we have a lot of cooperation also with the companies, with breweries and bakeries and restaurants. And that has also broadened and enriched the project.
Colin is one of the local farmers who has been producing barley for a number of years with good results, which is why he has been part of the project from the start.
We've kind of had meetings around in northern Norway, Iceland, and kind of everybody's getting a better overview of the potential of the grain productions in the area. As far as food productions, there's so many new kind of foods on the market, for example, that we've never thought of before. Puffed barley, for example. It's a lot like puffed wheat you would eat for breakfast, and people are making various food products out of this. And people are being very experimental and very creative with the products that are now coming to be available. I was actually inspired by one in particular, old Bjørn Birkebekk around the corner. He's been an agricultural farmer for his whole life, basically, and he's very inspiring just because of the amount of food that you can produce. I was inspired by him, and hopefully I can inspire others to carry on and do the same instead of moving away because there's nothing to do in northern Norway. They have to just people have to find their own way rather than follow the mainstream crowds. We're kind of experimenting which types grow the best in the area. It's going well. We've got a few tons still dry grain left from last year. We have some locals that are interested in distilling it into a local whiskey, which is kind of exciting. We brew beer from it here. We're trying to change ourselves over from milk production to a microbrewery. It's really very interesting to see the difference in how the different grains grow.
We have now a field here in Tromsø where we are testing different varieties because we are sort of in the margin of getting a mature barley. So it's very important to get a barley which matures early. We see that the varieties from Iceland and also from northern Finland suit very well our conditions here in north of Norway.
An important objective has been to strengthen the value chain between the farmers, local restaurants, breweries, and the bakers who wish to develop new quality products with barley. This can, for example, be seen here at the brewery Mac.
The project itself, it's been really interesting. We've been traveling to Orkney and also to Iceland to talk with other brewers and the farmers and other users of the barley. Will it grow? Will it be sufficient extract in the barley to malt it? Because you need a special quality of barley to make it a good malting barley. Because normally you use barley also for cattle feed and so. But to have it for brewing, you need some special conditions. And especially the protein level must not be too high. You need, of course, a lot of carbohydrates or sugars, because that's what you make beer of. So the next stage for us now will be to produce a beer with barley grown on the island of Tromsø. And that's really a harsh environment.
Now I'm making a barley porridge. Yeah, sweet barley porridge, which we're gonna have for breakfast today. I think the barley we get here in the north is very, very good. It has the consistency of barley, of course, and the taste is really good. It's sweet and it's a rich, earthy flavor. So yeah, I really like it. We serve it with reindeer. Then we make a barley otto, you can say, which is the same principle as a risotto. But with the barley, and we do stock and we do butter and we do vegetables inside, and serve it with reindeer. It's really, really good.
Collaborations in the whole value chain make possible to get more jobs, to create local communities that are connected in many ways. And also we see that there is another very important branch, that is the tourism, that is just almost exploding in these northern areas. And they also want to experience the traditional foods and traditional drinks. And then it's important also to use the traditional raw material that we have been using for thousands of years in these areas.